Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Kylie Cosmetics Kyliners, and no, this title was not clickbait. They did literally come dirty, and so I'll get into that in a minute, but I'm going to just kind of talk about the packaging in general, starting like with the box. So first off, I got like the letter, and it says thank you so much for purchasing your Kylie lip kit. So that kind of thing, I think that they put it in as like an afterthought. Either they ran out of the ones they were using or they just didn't care. So starting off with that, and then with the box, I think I hate it. So with these, it has like Kylie in like a different type of texture, but when you can't really see it unless you're like hitting it with the light correctly. And I'm just not a fan. Then it also has like the sticker and all the same stuff on the back that's also on the actual product. So the one that really came dirty was Banana Split, this one. And it really has to do with kind of the label underneath, and if I can't focus in on it correctly with my camera, I'll put a picture, but I'll try it. There's like dirty fingerprints under the label, and like hair caught in and dirt caught in, and it's just kind of gross, to be honest. Like, and you can kind of see like there's air bubbles because there's so much stuff trapped in, like hairs and dirt and other particles. And then I also got strawberry shortcake, and this one also has these little air bubbles. This one doesn't have any fingerprints or anything like that, but it does still have like a little bit of particles underneath. I didn't set out to get these ones. I wanted like the lighter white one and then the like rose gold one, but they all sold out fairly quickly. So I got these because I wanted to review them no matter what colors. So I am gonna like demo it, and I'm also gonna talk about the formula. So when I opened it, you get like, you know, your basic mirror. I don't think I've taken the film off. And then you get the product, which looks like this, and I've already swatched it quite a few times. And like, notice how there's a dent here. So when I swatched it, and I'm gonna swatch it for you right now, and I'm gonna show you like pretty decent swatch, and you barely get anything. I feel like after swatching it pretty heavily, you should get a little bit more than that, and especially if you blend it out, it basically like disappears. And that one was Banana Split, and then this one, Strawberry Shortcake, actually swatches a little bit better, but it's still nothing compared to most of the other highlighters that I have. So I'm gonna just, and that one definitely has a little bit more pigment and goes on better, but I feel like it shouldn't take that much digging into them. It took me a little while to kind of figure out what the formula was like. To me, it just kind of seems like the formula is a denser version of the ColourPop one. It just has that very soft, very sort of almost creamy without being an actual cream. If you've ever tried a ColourPop eyeshadow or a highlighter, you know what I mean. And then it also goes worth mentioning that the packaging itself, just like along with, you know, this sticker with all the fingerprints and dirt and whatever else in there, is very cheap looking. It's just cardboard. I would kind of expect more out of Kylie, who, you know, likes bling and likes metals and all that kind of stuff. I kind of feel like this product was more like an afterthought, like either they had a deadline and they rushed it, or she didn't put much thought into it, or they thought they can just get away with doing whatever. I don't feel like this is a genuine, really thought out, really cared for product. And I also kind of want to call into question what type of manufacturer or lab or wherever this is made, like the cleanliness of it almost, because all of the fingerprints and stuff, like I don't know regulations and stuff, but shouldn't they be wearing gloves? And I don't feel like there should be this much dirt and hair in it. I just don't feel like in a, you know, like in a manufacturer or anything like that, there should be that much stuff floating around. So I am gonna actually like swatch them. So I'm gonna take my Real Techniques brush, and I'm just gonna, that's about how much product I have. Now I'm gonna, it does give a little bit of a sheen, but I don't feel like for a $22 highlighter and what they're advertised as, like in Kylie Snaps, these looked 10 times more pigmented, and I thought neither of these colors were gonna work for me for them being too dark, but I think any of them would honestly work for me because they're so transparent almost. And then I'm going to take Strawberry Shortcake. And this one's more pigmented. And that is Strawberry Shortcake. This one is definitely better. So obviously you can see inconsistent in the formula because this one is very transparent and this one has a little bit more pigment. I don't know about the others because I could not get those ones. Overall with these, I am not happy with them. I'm especially not happy with like the hair and the fingerprints and all of that. And before anyone says, I did contact customer service, but I mean, Kylie Cosmetics is notorious for having really bad customer service that essentially never gets back to you, etc., that I've heard. So I'm not gonna hold my breath, but if you want an update on if they ever do get back to me about it, as I did send them a picture with my order number. So if you want an update, you can follow me on Instagram and I'll update on my story there. So if you were thinking about getting these but on the fence, I would say don't, because I just think it's too inconsistent and also I think there's too many problems. I think it's really weird that there's been so many different problems, you know, like the hair and the fingerprints and then empty compacts coming. I just think it's kind of weird that there's so many different issues with these because I kind of feel either they were rushed or they weren't given much thought. I think Kylie Cosmetics needs some better quality control, because I feel like this, like a new scandal shouldn't happen every single product launch. Overall, I'm gonna give these like a D because I mean, they do work, but I would much rather use any of my other highlighters over them, especially since I feel like I can get the same thing from ColourPop highlighter. I think it is worth mentioning that this has double the product as this and they think these are $8. So that's still more expensive. But I would say that if you want something with this sort of texture and consistency to go with ColourPop, I think that it's a good dupe formula-wise. I'm not sure about colors because I don't have all of the ColourPop highlighters or all of the Kylighters. But overall, I don't want to bore you to death. Those are just my thoughts on this. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I don't think I'm going to be using them at all. I think my boyfriend asked me if he could do a 1,000-degree knife through them, so we will see. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys found this at least entertaining and seeing this and my review. So thank you.